All right. Welcome back, everyone, to the True Alien Podcast, the
Mm.
show where we delve into the strange and the unexplained
Yeah,
and all those weird stories that make you go, huh.
exactly.
That's what we're here for, to explore the world of aliens.
Yes.
Abductions, UFOs, Bigfoot, all that good stuff.
All of it, all the good stuff.
So if you're ready for another dose of the wonderfully weird, you're in the right place.
Absolutely.
I'm Adrian Smith, and I'm joined, as always, by our resident paranormal probe expert,
You know me,
the one and only,
the one and only.
Julia Jones.
Hello, hello, everybody.
So, Julia, ready to probe into another fascinatingly odd story?
Always ready, Adrian. You know me. I love to dissect these stories,
Yeah.
see what's fact, what's fiction, what's just plain bizarre.
Right.
And, sometimes I feel like we're living in a cosmic sitcom, honestly. It's like the universe is just setting us up for these punchlines.
Oh, absolutely.
And my job here is to really, dive in with you, of course.
Of course.
And see what sparks our curiosity.
Right. And what might just be a really creative explanation
Hey.
for a slightly unusual Tuesday.
I like that. A slightly unusual Tuesday. That's perfect.
Every day's an adventure.
Now, before we jump into today's paranormal probe,
Okay.
quick reminder.
Yeah.
If you're enjoying our explorations into the unknown, be sure to rate and follow the True Alien Podcast.
Yes, please.
It really helps us keep the lights on, so to speak, and allows us to keep bringing you these bizarre stories.
That's right. And, spread the weirdness.
Yeah, the weirdness, exactly.
Share the love.
So, Julia, today's paranormal probe centers on a science fair project that took a decidedly intergalactic turn.
Ooh, a science fair project.
Yeah.
Okay, you know me. I love a good science fair.
You do.
The sheer potential for unexpected outcomes.
Right.
It's always high. You never know what you're going to see.
You never know.
I mean, last year I judged one where a kid tried to levitate a frog with magnets.
Oh, no.
It did not work. Poor little guy just looked confused.
Poor frog. But, okay, intergalactic science fair. I'm intrigued. What kind of shenanigans are we diving into today?
Well, the log line for this one is pretty wild.
Okay, hit me.
A teen science whiz attempting to harness potato peel energy.
Hold on. Potato peel energy.
You heard that right.
Okay, this is already amazing.
Inadvertently builds a device that attracts surprisingly polite alien eco-enthusiasts
Wait, what?
facing their own energy crisis, leading to an unexpected exchange of scientific knowledge.
Potato peel energy summoning extraterrestrials.
That's what we're dealing with today.
Okay, that's a new spin on the whole making contact narrative.
Right.
We usually hear about, intentional signals.
Yeah, grand schemes.
Big plans, yeah.
Right.
But the idea attracting interstellar visitors with compostables,
That's pretty funny.
that's wonderfully ironic.
It is. It is.
Okay, I'm so in.
So our protagonist in this peculiar tale is a bright young mind named Linus.
Okay, Linus.
Picture him in his garage, probably tripping over extension cords.
I can see it. Surrounded by what must have been a mountain of discarded potato skins.
Oh, the smell.
His ambitious plan for the science fair was to generate usable energy from those peels.
Ambitious indeed. And, gotta admire the sustainability angle.
A commendable nod to sustainability, absolutely.
Reminds me of that time I tried to power a nightlight with static electricity from rubbing balloons on my head.
How'd that go?
It flickered for about half a second.
Well, at least you tried.
It's the thought that counts, right?
Exactly. But back to Linus and his starchy aspirations.
Yes. So what happened? Did he manage to power anything with those potato peels?
Well, instead of a quiet hum of eco-friendly power,
Uh-oh.
his invention let out a rather distinctive sound.
Distinctive? How so? Like a sputtering engine.
The account mentions his cat, Pythagoras, took particular offense to it.
Oh no, poor Pythag.
And then things got a little cosmic.
Cosmic. As in a miniature black hole appeared in his garage.
Not quite a black hole, but a spaceship did appear, Julia.
A spaceship. Okay, now we're talking. Not just any spaceship, mind you. One described as sleek and shimmering.
Oh, fancy.
And it landed somewhere in the vicinity of Linus's garage.
Of course. Got to keep the exact location a secret.
Right. Got to keep those science teachers from getting any ideas.
Can't have them all trying to summon extraterrestrials with their students' lunch leftovers.
Exactly.
Okay, so spaceship has landed. What happens next?
Well, the occupants emerged.
Were they little green men?
Nope.
Tentacled horrors.
Not even close.
Okay, I'm on the edge of my seat here. What did Linus encounter?
The account describes them as slender, luminous figures.
Luminous.
And here's the truly unexpected twist.
I love a good twist.
They spoke perfect English.
No way.
Apparently, their universal translator had been set to binge-watching old Earth television.
Ah, that's amazing. I wonder what their favorite shows were.
I know, right? Imagine these advanced beings debating the merits of different sitcom laugh tracks.
It's a hilarious thought, and it kind of takes the edge off the whole alien invasion scenario.
It does. It makes them seem a bit more relatable.
Definitely.
So their leader, who apparently had a rather resonant voice, greeted Linus as inventor.
Not take us to your leader.
Nope, just inventor.
Interesting.
They detected a unique energy signature emanating from his garage, apparently.
So this incredible galaxy-spanning detection system led them to a teenager's trash.
It's both hilarious and strangely profound at the same time.
It really is.
So what was Linus's reaction to this interstellar house call?
Well, was he offering them baked potatoes and space snacks?
Not immediately. The source says he was mostly just stunned.
Understandable.
I mean, wouldn't you be?
Oh, absolutely.
Then he stammered out an explanation about his science fair project, his passion for sustainability, and probably a mumbled plea about his homework.
Ah, the homework. Even when faced with extraterrestrials, the looming threat of unfinished assignments persists.
It's a universal struggle.
It really is.
So how did the aliens respond to his very earthly concerns?
Yeah, were they annoyed? Bemused?
Apparently with enthusiasm.
Really?
The universal translator did its thing, and the resulting clicks and melodic tones indicated genuine excitement.
Huh. Interesting.
It turns out, Julia, these weren't conquerors.
They weren't.
Nope, they were, and I quote, interstellar sustainability advocates.
Interstellar sustainability advocates. You really can't make this stuff up.
You can't.
So they weren't here to conquer our planet. They were here to learn about our recycling habits.
In essence, yes.
Wow.
Their home world was grappling with a severe energy shortage, and they saw Earth with its abundant organic waste.
As a potential gold mine of solutions.
Precisely.
So suddenly Linus, the kid elbow deep in potato peels, was an intergalactic thought leader.
And that's when things predictably got a bit complicated.
Ah, yes, I can imagine.
Unmarked vehicles, individuals in dark suits.
It works.
They descended on the garage, demanding to see the device.
Of course, did they try to claim Linus's potato-powered portal for themselves?
Pretty much.
Figures.
Scientists in lab coats swarmed the place.
I can just picture the chaos.
Their primary focus seemed to be on the unintended interdimensional beacon Linus had created.
Right.
Not so much his initial goal of renewable energy.
It really highlights an interesting point, doesn't it?
It does.
Sometimes those accidental discoveries, they completely overshadow the intended ones.
It's true. And poor Linus, just trying to get a decent grade for his science fair project,
Right.
suddenly finds himself in the middle of a scene straight out of a science fiction movie.
Complete with government agents and probably someone asking if he'd seen any little gray men.
Oh, absolutely.
And the media frenzy, I bet that was a sight.
It was. Helicopters buzzing overhead, his phone blowing up with texts from classmates who suddenly remembered his name.
The joys of high school.
And his mom, bless her heart, started stocking up on bottled water and non-perishable snacks.
You can't blame her. When spaceships land, your first thought isn't usually to offer them your sourdough starter.
That's true.
It's all about survival instincts.
But amidst all the chaos, Linus found an unexpected connection with the alien leader, Estrella.
Estrella, huh? I like the name.
Her interest in his project was apparently sincere.
That's nice.
So between dodging official inquiries and explaining the nuances of potato starch,
They started to collaborate,
an unlikely alliance formed in a suburban garage.
fueled by curiosity and maybe a shared appreciation for the humble potato.
It makes you wonder about the common ground that can be found even between vastly different civilizations, doesn't it?
It really does. So what kind of knowledge were they exchanging?
Well, Estrella introduced Linus to mind-bending concepts like quantum entanglement and zero-point energy.
Wow, that's getting pretty advanced.
And Linus, in return, shared the surprisingly effective simplicity of compost heaps
Compost eats, really.
and the elegant efficiency of the bicycle.
So highly advanced physics alongside everyday ingenuity.
Exactly. It's a fascinating juxtaposition.
It really highlights that innovation isn't always about complexity.
Right.
Sometimes the most elegant solutions are the simplest ones.
Is applied in a new context.
Exactly.
Perhaps these interstellar travelers had overlooked the obvious in their pursuit of advanced technologies.
It happens.
The government officials, though, they weren't too interested in compost and bicycles.
I can imagine.
They were more focused on potential weaponizable technology.
Of course.
But Astria, she made a rather insightful observation.
Oh.
She noted that Earth prioritizes solutions that nurture, not destroy,
That's a good point.
and that this focus on sustainable development was, in her view, a more advanced form of intelligence.
It makes you think about our own priorities, doesn't it?
It does.
It challenges the notion that technological advancement equates solely to destructive capabilities.
Right.
Maybe a truly advanced civilization is one that has mastered the art of living in harmony with its environment.
Absolutely. And the exchange wasn't just theoretical.
Oh.
A transmission was sent across the vast gulf of space.
What did they send?
Schematics for solar panels,
Okay, that's useful.
along with Linus's mom's secret meatloaf recipe.
Oh, no way.
Apparently, it piqued their culinary curiosity.
I would love to see the look on their faces when they try to decipher that recipe.
And in return, Earth received the formula for a self-regenerating alloy,
A self-regenerating alloy. That's huge.
a material with incredible potential for our infrastructure.
Imagine bridges that repair themselves.
Buildings that never need maintenance.
It's a technological leap that could solve so many of our problems.
And all thanks to a teenager, a pile of potato peels, and a group of eco-conscious extraterrestrials.
It's an incredible story.
The news outlets were in a frenzy, of course,
I bet they were.
declaring it everything from first contact to the Great Potato Peel Conspiracy.
Oh, I love that.
And Linus, the once overlooked science fair entrant, found himself at the center of it all.
So after all this, the intergalactic diplomacy, the groundbreaking scientific exchange,
Yeah.
did Linus at least win the science fair?
Here's the ironic twist, Julia.
Don't tell me.
His project received a failing grade.
You're kidding me.
Nope, the teacher's feedback.
Let me guess. Needs more potato peels.
Too ambitious.
Too ambitious. Are you serious? He facilitated first contact,
I know, right?
a technological exchange that could revolutionize our world. What did this teacher want? A working time machine built out of paper clips.
It really makes you question the limitations of conventional evaluation, doesn't it?
Absolutely it does.
But, as the story goes, Linus gained something far more valuable than a science fair trophy.
Yeah. What's that?
An intergalactic connection and the knowledge that even the most humble beginnings can lead to extraordinary outcomes.
It's true. Sometimes the smallest things can have the biggest impact.
Exactly. So it reinforces the idea that sometimes the most profound discoveries are accidental
They happen when you least expect them.
and emerge from the most unexpected corners of our lives.
It's like the universe has a sense of humor.
It really does.
So what's the takeaway here, Adrian? What should our listeners be pondering?
Well, here's a thought to chew on. Could the seemingly ordinary projects or everyday observations around you hold the seeds of truly revolutionary discoveries?
That's a good one.
Perhaps even ones we can't yet fathom. Maybe that odd little experiment you've been tinkering with in your garage isn't so pointless after all.
Just waiting for the right intergalactic audience to come along.
Exactly.
And a good supply of classic Earth sitcoms.
Okay, you got it.
Gotta bridge that cultural gap.
Well said, Julia, well said.
It's all about communication.
So there you have it, folks. Another paranormal probe successfully completed.
We did it!
Thanks for joining us on the True Alien Podcast for this deep dive into the surprisingly significant science of potato peels.
And don't forget to rate and follow.
Until our next encounter with the unknown.
Keep looking up.
And maybe give your compost bin a second glance.
You never know what you might find.
You never know indeed.
Until next time.
Stay curious out there.